Hello everyone. I haven't done a makeup video in a hot minute. There has been so much going on lately. I've been living a very full life. Of course, mothering and working takes up 99% of my time, but last week I was so blessed to be able to participate in the Greenville Fashion Week show. So awesome. I met so many people. I have my new weave in, and Noelle and I were test stranding a rose color. It's a 5-minute express toner. We left it in for 20, so now it's really burgundy, but I'm kind of digging it. So that and my nails, I'm just feeling very warm, orangey vibes. I feel like my last crazy look was very purple and blue and cool toned. So tonight, because it is night, I want to do more of like a sunset look. I am so proud of my skin right now. I've been using some new products, and anyways, so instead of doing my foundation first like I normally do, I am going to dive right into my eyeshadow. I'm going to be using a couple of different palettes, but first I'm going to prime my lid as usual with my soft ochre. It's more of a yellow tone. In my MAC Painterly paint pot, I'm just going to get my flat brush and put that on. So when you use a paint pot from MAC, it's really tacky, which is great for your shadows, but you want to be sure that you put it on as quickly as possible. Really try to make sure you put on like a thin layer, unless you want to use it just as a shadow, which you totally can do. Making sure you blend it out is the best way to make sure your eyeshadow goes on flawlessly. So I have blended out some primer on both of my eyes, and now I'm ready to dive into my colors. To start out, I'm gonna begin like right on my brow bone above my crease. I'm going to attempt a semi-cut crease tonight. I'm trying to get more into that. But I have a smaller fluffy brush right here, and I am going to dive into my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. There is a Venetian red, hopefully I'm saying that right, and Love Letter. Venetian is a little bit darker and more red, and Love Letter definitely has a pinker hue. I'm going to start with a Love Letter, and I'm just going to dab my brush into it. Now for the shape, I am going to try and give my whole eyeshadow like a winged effect. It's really popular with makeup artists right now, and so I'm going to give it my best shot. Now for a look like this, it's awesome if you have like all the brow space or under the brow space in the world. I have a decent amount, but it's almost not enough. The tail of my eyebrow kind of bumps into it, so I'm gonna stop at this. I'm gonna do my other eye and then work into my next color. Okay, so for my next color, I am going to put it kind of like right here. I did a little too much over here, so I'm gonna try to wipe some of that off and then go in with my next one so you can really see what it's supposed to look like. Next, I'm gonna dive into the Zulu by Juvia's palette that I used with my mermaid eye look. And there's like a hot pink at the bottom in the middle, and I'm gonna use that for the middle portion of my brow area. I'm also going to put some of that color down onto my lid a little bit out here. Okay, so I have pulled that down onto my lid, and now I'm going to clean off the same brush I've been using. I'm going to use like an orange color to go with my sunset theme. So I am going to start with the burnt orange from the Anastasia palette, and if it's not bright enough, I will brighten it up. This showed up really well, thank you, primer, but I'm going to use the orange from my other palette and just lightly dust on top of it. I am loving this, and you're probably wondering, Noelle, why did you go so far up your face? Well, with the cut crease, we're actually going to go above where our crease actually is, so I needed as much of that color exposed as possible. Next, I am really in love with this look. I'm going to use my yellow, and I'm going to do it on the inner corner of my eye right there. I feel very butterfly-ish right now, but I'm loving it. Okay, so next I'm going to go into my outer crease right there and add the Venetian Red from the Anastasia palette, so it really complements that outer color that I've already got. And I am also going to go under my lower lash line just a little bit to kind of pull all of these crazy colors together. I really didn't plan any of this out, you guys. I just have an inspiration, and once I start, I just keep on going. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna go in with the same skinnier brush under my lash line and go in with some of that orange that I used earlier. So I got really distracted at the store the other day, and I found these NYX brand new pencils. It's eyeliner. Mine is called Faux Whites. Well, I got a few colors. So this one's called Lavender Blush, Baby Powder, and Vanilla. So this one's more of like a yellow, light blue, and like a pinkish purple. I'm gonna use the yellow one, and I'm gonna put it on my lower waterline. I tried to be very easy on my eyes, pulling them down. It is not always suggested to put things in your waterline, but these are made for it. I haven't used that one yet, I just opened it up. I also got a white one, like a thicker one, and I did use this. It's a jumbo eye pencil, again by NYX, in the color Milk. A lot of makeup artists love to put a white or very light cream liner on the lower waterline because it gives the appearance of larger eyes. It opens your eyes up some more, and the littlest details can make a huge difference. When I use this though, I'm just being straight up and honest. I loved the look, but I'm not sure if it was this and the combination of my lash glue and my lashes, but it kind of irritated my eyes a little bit, kind of made them red. My eyes are consistently irritated right now from my allergies. So now that we've done that, let's conquer this cut crease. So I'm going to use a flat brush just like I used for my primer, and I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. One of my favorite makeup gurus, James Charles, and I believe Jeffree Star too. They both use Shape Tape to cut their creases, so I just put some of that out on my palette, aka the top of my hand, and like I said, I got the same brush that I used for my primer, and I'm going to carve out this line. Okay guys, so that was actually a lot harder than I thought. It was a fun challenge though. I definitely had to resort to a slightly smaller, it's almost like a paintbrush, and that's what I've noticed about a lot of artists. They truly are just artists of the face. There are some things I could never imagine doing, but I will push myself until I'm there. So now we have a halfway cut crease. So the purpose of a cut crease is to kind of emphasize your other colors, and it makes a perfect canvas for another shadow to go on top of it too. So on the inside, I am going to give my yellow shadow a friend and go in with my favorite highlighter. I'm going to take a small corner brush and just go on top of it. And I'm just kind of extending this out and going onto my lid a little bit. I'm going to go into my colorful palette and get this rosy shimmery color right here and put that in the middle of my lid. There are gold flecks in this rosy eyeshadow, so it really complements the yellow and the orange and the highlighter color that I use for the inner corner of my eye. Alright guys, and I suppose I will jump into eyeliner. Because my shadow is so crazy, I don't really feel like I need to do an extreme eyeliner, so I'm going to use a flat brush and go into a eyeshadow and just kind of darken my lash line. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to put on some mascara and then I will do lashes later on. I think it's so different that I don't already have foundation and contour and all of that done. So I'm really, really proud of that, and I hope that we all can embrace our skin this summer. I might put some shadow under my brow, but I normally have concealer or foundation there, but I don't really feel the need right now, and I'm really happy about that. Also, just trying to follow what Lady Gaga's makeup artist does. So I'm gonna do my brows, and then I'll do my concealer and foundation as usual. Okay guys, I found something else, and I've decided to be just a little bit extra. So I picked this up from Sally's. It's the Bitsy glitter eyeliner. It's like $2. A lot of people emphasize the cut crease with a glitter line, so I'm gonna try this and see if it works. So I tried it and I really, really like it. I wasn't sure just because it's cheap that it would be so good, because a lot of glitter things can go wrong really fast. But it is super pigmented and it really emphasized all the work I put in earlier. So definitely step my look up a notch, and it goes great with this theme. Now, brows and my foundation. One rule to summer is convince them you're tan, even if you're not. Use that bronzer. Okay, and next I'm going to use some of my favorite Ardell lashes. Sally's, every time, ladies. These are just some really adds volume length, but they're not as thick as some of them. That way you can really see all of the eyeshadow that we've got going on. Okay, y'all, I have my lashes on. Now, the only thing we have left is lips. I'm really torn. Should I do nude or light pink? I think I did light pink last time, so this time I'm gonna do nude. And now that I've put my liner on, I'm kind of blending it out with a little bit of concealer. Trying to get rid of this dark line, but who knows? We might embrace it. Let's bring the 90s back. It's coming back in fashion anyway, so I'm going to use a little bit of my Can't Relate by Jeffree Star, just a tiny bit to go on top of this. And last but not least, I'm going to use my Mary Kay Nourish Shine Plus lip gloss in the shade Golden. And to make my little glitter line pop, I'm going to use this. And this is basically just a light gold with gold flecks in it. I took my finger and kind of patted out my lip products because I've got a lot going on, just to kind of make it blend a little bit better. But I believe I am all done with this look. I'm so obsessed. I'm very glad I decided to try a different look because it worked out. Thank you, Lord. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna take a few pics and I'll post about it. And if anyone is inspired by anything, I would love to see the looks. Thanks again for watching. Bye.